Hi, welcome to Forex in 4. I'm Mike Conlon for FXEDU, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the highlights of where the action is in today's Forex market. So let's get started.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, March 29th, 2011. Okay, this morning we're talking about they're buying what? And, when I look at the markets, a lot of times we talk about the correlations that happen in the markets, reasons why things occur. And one of the things that we're noticing as of late is that regardless of what's going on in the marketplace, whether it's, high risk due to the Japanese nuclear crisis or whether it's, what's going on in Libya, President Obama actually spoke last night, detailing our involvement with Libya. And, it doesn't appear to be any different than what any other president's done at any other point in time. You're backing up your NATO allies. You're trying to get rid of a bad guy. Who knows what's going to happen going forward? But at the end of the day, many presidents have done this in the past, and Obama should be afforded the same leeway. But regardless of what's happening, it appears as though everybody just wants to buy U.S. stocks. Risk is on, stocks go up. Oil's up, stocks go up. Oil's down, stocks go up. So it's an interesting scenario. But basically, reason this is occurring is because of the Fed's quantitative easing 2 program, QE2 rather. Okay, has been sending money to the stock market because people have no idea where else to put it, and that's sort of been inflating this little equity bubble here that's happening, so that when QE2 finally does end, all right, there's going to be a good possibility that we see yields go higher here in the U.S., which could strengthen the dollar, and that could also send stock prices lower. So maybe this is a sort of a bubble pump to get stocks up, so that when they the inevitable pullback happens, they don't go down as far. So we're going to have to see what happens there. But this morning is a strange day. All right, we've got what looks like dollar strength in the market, okay, which would normally be a risk aversion scenario, all right, but we have that added issue of the stocks being higher. So from a currency standpoint, from a commodity standpoint, I think there's a little bit of risk aversion, but it's also an interesting story. If you're trying to avoid risk, all right, why would you sell oil? All right, you would think that people would be buying oil because one of the risks coming there is from higher oil prices due to unrest in the Arab countries and Middle East. So you can see here we have Aussie. All right, Aussie pulled back from this is a multi-decade high up here, all right, over 103. The high was, 103, yeah, it looks like just over 103. That's about a 29-year high. All right, we're going to look at the pound. Pound is also pulling back. All right, pound was just up at about 160.30. Put in a little bit of a double top here. Now, overnight in the UK, they had their gross GDP figures come in, and they came in slightly better than expected. They were expecting a decline of 0.6%, came in a decline of 0.5%, with GDP figures in the year-over-year number reaching 1.5%. So that's pretty good, considering the austerity measures that they've undertaken, all right, considering the inflation that they've been seeing. All right, so, the pound's hanging in there, but again, we've got dollar strength today. Now, one of the things you'll see is, just looking here, dollar yen, okay? Overnight in Japan, all right, they came out with their, excuse me, their jobless rate, okay, and it actually came in better than expected. They have 4.6% unemployment, all right? And they were expecting 4.9%. Now, granted, these readings happened before the earthquake, before the tsunami, so you can't hold as much weight with them. But you can see here, Japanese yen weakening, all right, and you've got some considerable dollar strength there. So dollar strengthening, but yet stocks are higher, okay, dollar strengthening, commodities lower. So that appears to be the play happening now, and, we're going to see how, this continues to happen. So not a ton of other news happening here in the U.S. We're going to get home prices coming out a little bit later this morning, as well as consumer confidence figures, which are expected to come in lower than last month. So, I'm not certain that any of these are going to be huge movers, and I think we're going to see a little bit of continued dollar strength, on the idea that there is still some risk in the marketplace, and whether or not the stock market wants to stay positive today is going to be up to them. So that's what I've got for today, folks. Good trading to all.
As always, be sure to check out the written blog at www.fxedu.com to get complete coverage of today's Forex market. If you would like to learn more about how to trade the Forex market from professionals like myself, be sure to check out our affordable Forex trading courses. And if you're already a seasoned professional, or aspire to be one, ask us how we can help you achieve your Forex goals. Go to www.fxedu.com to get started today.